Diddy is one of the richest people in the industry, and it turns out he has earned all this money at the expense of people's lives. He has been long associated by fans with the murders of a lot of rap legends, including Tupac and Biggie Smalls. But the police never really brought him in for interrogation because of a lack of evidence. But now, new evidence has come to light that exposes Diddy as the alleged murderer of not only Tupac and Biggie, but a bunch of other people too. It turns out that Puffy was killing off anyone and everyone who dared to speak up against him or stood in his way. Welcome back to Celebrity Buzz, and today we are going to be talking about how the police found new evidence exposing the full list of Diddy's murder victims. But before we get into that, make sure to hit that subscribe button and give this video a big thumbs up while you're at it too.
You know, the police department, the DA's office, the public in general is like, look, we got to do something with this guy.
It has been over 20 years that two of the greatest rap legends, Tupac and Biggie Smalls, were murdered, and yet their murderer has still not been caught. But fans know exactly who's behind both the murders, and it's none other than Diddy. Diddy is the one person common in both cases. Not only that, but there are several people who were present at the murder scenes who point fingers at Diddy. But these are just two cases. Once fans and authorities started looking more into the Diddy aspect of the case, they uncovered some new evidence that changes everything. According to this new evidence, Biggie and Tupac weren't the only victims of Puffy. He made sure that anyone standing in his way meets the same fate.
He has people followed, he has people watch.
A lot of celebs in the industry have admitted that Diddy is known to not let anyone come in his way. All he cares about at the end of the day is making money and making sure his image isn't tainted. Even Biggie's old guard admitted to this in an interview. Gene Deal, Biggie's guard, said that Diddy told him that he doesn't care if Tupac or Biggie needs to die. All he cares about is that he stays on top of the game. Because at the end of the day, all that really matters to him is money. Now, if that doesn't sound like something a murderer would say, we don't know what is. It's basically just an admission of guilt. Won't you agree?
Something gotta change. I don't give if Pac gotta die, Big gotta die, or Suge Knight go to jail.
But if Gene Deal's testimony against Diddy wasn't good enough for you, another bodyguard came forward with his own testimony. Uncle Ron made a video where he talked about the murder of Biggie Smalls. In one of the videos that he posted, he said that he was offered a large sum of money to perform a hit on rapper Biggie. He later found out that Diddy wanted Smalls killed because he had found out about his plans of leaving Bad Boys Records.
I was offered $30,000 to perform a hit on Biggie Smalls. March 1st of 1997, I was approached by Diddy to perform a hit on one of his artists. Finding out that he wanted all the rights to all his catalog.
You see, Biggie was being exploited by Puffy and was being paid very little. So when Biggie got a much better offer that would get him over $60 million, he decided to leave. As soon as Puffy found this out, he knew he had to do something, or else he wouldn't be able to make money off of the rapper. So that's why he got Biggie killed. Fans have speculated this ever since Biggie was murdered, but now the police are finally looking deeper into this. And as they looked deeper, they found out that the music mogul Diddy was not only connected to the murder of Biggie, but over 17 other people.
Puffy has been making money off of Biggie's name for longer than Biggie was alive.
It's no surprise that Puffy makes enough money to not only hire hitmen, but also pay people to keep their mouths shut about his shady business. And anyone that he can't buy, he kills. Before we talk about the whole list of people who Puffy allegedly murdered, make sure to share this video with a friend who loves rap music and turn on post notifications so you don't miss out on any of our future uploads.
I'ma fight for my reputation. I'ma fight for the honorable man I am, the righteous king that I am.
Jaguar Wright is yet another person who's willing to speak up about the kinds of things that Diddy has done to keep his name clear. In an interview, she talked about the murders that are connected to the producer and how no one seems to say anything about it. She pointed out how Big Boy Entertainment started with 5 people in total, and only 2 of them are left alive now, and one of them is Biggie himself. Andrew Harrell died of a heart attack, Heavy D died as well, and even A.L.B. Sure suffered a near-death experience. And we all know how Kim Porter, Puffy's girlfriend and secretary, died mysteriously. The only person who has never faced anything like this out of these 5 people is Puffy.
Uptown Records started with 5 people. Andre Harrell, I'll Be Sure, Heavy D, and Puffy. Kim is dead. Heavy D is dead. Andre Harrell is dead. The only 2 left are Puffy and Al almost died.
Doesn't that make you wonder why? Another thing that's interesting to note here is the fact that all of the people who died had something in common. Something that Diddy could have seen as a threat. They all were writing tell-all books talking about their experience in bad boy entertainment. Maybe they all knew something about Diddy that could have incriminated him, and that's why he got all of them killed before they could even finish their books.
You want to know what they all had in common, though? The survivors and the late of Uptown Records, they were all writing tell-all books.
Speaking of books, Biggie's former bodyguard, Gene Deal, also wrote a book talking about the night that Biggie was killed. And you know what the interesting thing here is? Gene said that he had to go through a lot of trouble to get the book published. Allegedly, Puffy bought the publishing company that had Gene's book and told them not to publish it. Gene had to change his publishing company just to get the book out into the public hands. Seems like Diddy knows that Gene knows something he shouldn't. Because when Voletta Wallace, Biggie's mother, asked Puffy about who Gene Deal was, Puffy said that he'd never heard that name in his life.
I asked Puffy, and he said he didn't know him. But the show sent the FBI and the LAPD to my job.
Why did he feel the need to lie to Biggie's mother about who Gene Deal was? Well, the answer is clear. It's because Diddy knows that Gene could easily expose him for being the culprit behind Biggie's murder. Jaguar Wright is another person who believes the same. And even famous rapper Eminem thinks that Diddy is behind the murder of Tupac Shakur and Biggie Smalls. The rapper accused Puffy of killing the rap legends in a song. When Diddy was asked about the accusation in an interview, he brushed it away and was dismissive about the whole thing, saying that he doesn't even want to talk about such nonsense.
We don't talk about things that are nonsense. We don't even entertain nonsense, my brother.
Even when you talk about the death of Kim Porter, you see how it's all really mysterious. She allegedly died of pneumonia, but later reports revealed that she had been poisoned. Jaguar Wright talked about this in an interview and said that Diddy has access to drugs that can cause heart attacks and pneumonia-like symptoms. So according to her, Puffy had found out that Kim also knew about his shady dealings and was planning to expose him. That's why she had gone off to Africa before she died. Diddy knew that if Kim lived, she could easily be a threat to him, so he decided to get rid of her. Fans are hoping that the police finally take action against the music mogul and put an end to his murder streak. More celebs are coming forward with stories of their own because they know that now, Diddy's time as a free man is coming to an end because the police are watching his every move, waiting for him to make a mistake.
He doesn't have a lot of choice but to try to distance himself from the facts as they are.
And that was all we had time for in today's video. Do you think Diddy is finally going to go behind bars for his actions over the years? What do you think is going to happen next? Let us know all your thoughts in the comment section below. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it and smash that subscribe button for more videos like this one in the future. And with all that said, as always, we will see you in our next video.